All right, first question is when Angels and Airwaves first started, you stated in the press that you wanted to be the biggest band in the world.
Yes.
It's going to take quite a few years. Where do you think the progress is right now with that?
I think that we're very close, very, very close, within a couple hours of being the biggest band on Earth. But if it doesn't happen in the next couple hours, we're going to extend the deadline to when I'm 58 years old. So sometime between now and when I'm 58, we will be the most harrowing band on the face of the planet.
Nice. Earlier in your career, you did the pop-punk thing, obviously, with blink-182, and then you did the kind of post-punk Gaudrious music with Boxcar Racer, and now you're doing the arena rock with Angels and Airwaves. Is there any other types of musical genres you like to try?
Yeah, Angels and Airwaves was kind of like this, a way to aggregate all my favorite things about music. I had elements of The Cure, elements of The Who, elements of The Descendants, of Fugazi, of U2, Peter Gabriel. It's like all these things. It's really, to me, it was like a best of alternative rock, I guess. That goes back to when I was a kid. So I'm grabbing from a lot of different places, and in the future, there's a lot of stuff I have. I think there's more things like we would do that's more on that, more Radiohead-esque, or maybe more drum and bass like, or even more folky.
Very cool.
So there's a lot of things that I want to do.
All right, that brings me to the next question. How was this past year's Warped Tour? Did you discover any new bands?
Yeah, I was, what did I think here? I can't tell you that I actually discovered any new bands on Warped Tour that I was really excited about. I can tell you that I saw a couple of punk rock bands that I was very excited about seeing. I saw Big Joe Car and a band called TSOL, which were two huge rad bands for me. But as far as how the tour was, it was gnarly, awful to eat out of styrofoam for 8 weeks and be in parking lots. It was horrible. But the tour is amazing, and I think that it's like a traveling cultural circus, and it's an American pastime at this point. It's been going on for so long. So I think it's like the most necessary and one of the raddest tours out there. It's just really hard to do for 8 weeks.
Definitely. Could you tell me about how you came up with the shoe line, Macbeth Footwear? And second part of that question is how is the growth of Mod Life coming along?
Awesome, thank you. Well, Macbeth was we did Atticus, we sold that, and then we had Macbeth, and we just kind of nurture that. Our shoes are really hard to do. It takes a year to make a shoe, but we like them, and it's, I don't know, we kind of just do our own thing, and I guess when you run a company, you just kind of start an idea and you stick with it and see where it goes. We're still seeing where it goes, But we have a lot of rad bands we do shoes for. We're doing one for Mike during Green Day.
Oh, cool.
We're doing one for Russell of Block Party.
Oh, nice.
We're doing shoes for the guys in Muse and Tegan and Sarah and My Chemical Romance. We're all over the place. So, as far as Mod Life is going, yeah, Mod Life is new and it's going amazing. We just tested out a pay-per-view event the other night, and it was awesome. Went off without a hitch. So it allows bands to sell their own records, do pay-per-view events, and do subscription revenue. Meanwhile, challenging the band to become more artistic and to communicate one-on-one with their fans in chat rooms and on live video chats and on instant messaging and all this stuff. And it gives all the fans launching within the next week not their own user page, but their own user site. Each fan gets like their own little website. And it's really cool and very futuristic, So I'm really excited about that. I think it has the potential to be one of the biggest things in the internet in the next few years.
Oh wow.
Potential, whether it will or not, I don't know, Sorry that's what I just said. It's going to be the biggest website on Earth, and it's the best website in 25 years.
Speaking of that, brings me to my next question. Don't get offended, all right? When We Don't Need It Whisper first came out, you made, obviously some comments about it being like the biggest record in 25 years. And personally, I think Empire was more towards that.
Well, that was the best one in 18 months.
Okay.
So the way it worked was Whisper was up until that point, and Empire was like 18 months later. So I have to say, Empire was like the best record in 18 months.
Nice.
No, I was on drugs.
Yeah.
I was a drug addict at the time, and I was very passionate about what I was doing, and I was also joking. So I was mixing the two together. So I'd have passionate jokes.
Yeah.
And they didn't go off very good. But
yeah, you were nicknamed on some of the punk message boards, the Tom Cruise of punk rock.
Badass. He's a successful dude. He's a successful dude, and he's kind of running his own religion.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what I need to do next.
That's cool. After this tour, I heard you guys are going back in the studio to possibly start a new record. And can you tell me possibly like the direction it may be in? And will you be doing a documentary on it?
I don't sleep with dudes because I think Tom Cruise might sleep with dudes.
Okay.
I don't sleep with dudes. Okay. Are we going back in the studio?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
We are going in January, and we're very excited. I'm freaking about it. I've been working on this for the past couple months, gearing my brain and getting all my creative, kind of ideals and passions and juices flowing towards January. Really excited.
Awesome.
It's going to be awesome.
And is it going to be similar to the I Empire and We Don't Need a Whisper? Or?
No, I think it's going to be an evolution. I think it's going to be similar in a sense where we'll always have that kind of big, epic, sound, the big crescendos and intros and stuff. The music will make you feel like you're flying at times, but the diversity will always be there. But I think the tonality and the ambition of the project will be more focused on kind of a different saga, a different portion of the world.
Nice. Okay, Zulu and Secret Crowds are probably my two favorite songs you've ever written from all your bands.
The tribal punk rock song.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Okay, cool.
What's your favorite song you've ever written? If you can pick one or like two. From any era.
I remember when we wrote Damn It, I really learned something about songwriting on that song. Mm-hmm. I also learned that when I wrote The Adventure, what it's like to have a song that can truthfully, emotionally pull at somebody. So, it's hard, but I love, it's all of the Angels and Airwaves songs are tremendously fun to play and hear. All of the Blink songs were tremendously fun to play and hear too. It's like a different thing. It's hard for me to say that because my favorite song I've ever written to date it's weird because there's songs that it's like all the small things wasn't like my favorite song I wrote, but it did the most for me. It changed my life, so I kind of go, okay, some weight goes there. But so it's hard. It's a hard question now. But I really like The Adventure right now. I guess is like a pretty strong flagship song for who I am at this point.
It's awesome. And this is probably one of the biggest tours you guys have done. What has been your favorite tour you guys have ever done? Well, that you've ever done for a song. You guys toured with Bad Religion, which is pretty rad.
That was rad. I mean, a favorite tour is it can be based on so many things, not only just who you play with, but how the shows do and the shows you put on and the records you're touring. I remember doing the big rock show tour with lighting everything on fire, lighting the truck on fire.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was a great show. The tour with Green Day was great. I mean, that was like giant, 20,000 people a night or something. It's huge.
Is it true? I don't mean to get controversial or whatever, but is it true Green Day? Like, I heard Green Day talk shit about you guys in the media after that.
They did it. It wasn't a Green Day thing. It was a Trey thing because he was just like he's out of his mind and mildly retarded, I think. So he says things he doesn't really think about. But it wasn't a Green Day thing. I mean, because Mike, like I said, we're doing a shoot with him at that, and I just talked to Billy just a few days ago. So we're good friends. And was there a competitive thing? Yeah, but I think there is amongst all bands, I mean, even coming out and doing a Weezer show, all the bands want to put on their best performance, and it's rock and roll.
Definitely. All right, and what's your dream band to tour with? You can tour with any band.
I would love to watch a band like Fugazi every night.
That'd be rad.
I would love to watch U2 every night. I would love to watch Depeche Mode every night. I mean, there's a lot. Yeah.
Well, I think the way things are going with you guys, they'll be opening up for you too soon.
Oh, I don't know, but thank you though.
Yeah, no problem. What are you currently listening to?
What am I what?
Currently listening to?
The new Streets record.
Okay.
We're just blasting it in there. New Streets, an old Rolling Stones record. I just bought these today. Streets, Rolling Stones, and what else did I buy in there? I don't know. I think there's a couple others. An old Tina and Sarah record.
Oh, cool. They're really good. You actually turned me out to them. You mentioned them in the Ackline show. They're big fans of them. I listened to them and I was like, wow, they're right.
The latest record's like great. So good.
Okay. What else do I have? There's some questions in there somewhere. How has being a father changed your songwriting, or just you as a person?
As a person, it makes you selfless. You're caring way more about someone else than yourself. As a songwriter,